Gamers, what's going on? It's your boy Casual Chris, and we're here with a brand new review. Another one. Disregard the fact that there's no face cam. Where am I starting? Dude, let's start. I always start with the story. Maybe let's go backwards, right? Let's go backwards. What if we start with the music this time? I feel like there's no discussion on this one. I have nothing to discuss. Let me get the color. Where's the paint bucket? Here we go. Only bangers in this OST. The fact that they went out of their way to make new track. Well, first of all, I mean, disclaimer, guys. This is my first time playing Paper Mario in 1000 Year Door, but I do know of some stuff that was in the original game that's not in this game because they just replaced it with some new shit, right? So the fact that they went out of their way and re-recorded, like not re-recorded, they straight up remixed the entire game's OST. Like they didn't even have, I feel like people, all they wanted was 1000 Year Door in like HD. Like I feel like that's all people like actually were begging for. But then they were like, oh, well, what if we just go the extra mile here a little bit, yeah? What if we just remaster not only the graphics, but the freaking OST as well? And the fact that every area has its own like battle theme, and even some sub areas within the areas have its own battle. I mean, I feel like there's a couple songs that I'm like, but they're not that, right? Like the boss music is good. I love Rogueport's theme. That shit's fire. Oh, this song that's playing right now, title screen, this is flame. The remix of I'm playing the original OST, by the way. But the remix of this is super good. Like, I think they nailed it. 10 out of 10. There's no nuance to the OST. It's just that good. So we're going backwards. So let's talk about the visuals. Yeah, really. I mean, I love the way Paper Mario just looks in general. Not even like, you know, the remake or whatever, but just the way Paper Mario just looks. The way this game looks is really good. I need to actually fact check. Let me look at like Origami King might look better. I don't know. The streets don't want to hear that one. I'm pulling that up right now. So like, look at this screenshot. I think the character model is in 1000 Year Door, or like in this like remake. Oh, I love the way that they're like crafted, right? Like you can see the paper layers. I don't think they do that in Origami King. No, they don't. That's points. No, chatters, that's points. Yeah, like he's just a 2D sprite. He's kind of just flat 2D sprite. Man, no, maybe this game does look better. The aesthetic they have for battles, the plays are pretty cool. They don't like overdo the paper gimmicks. So I mean, it's pretty nice. Unlike, you know, the newer freaking games, right? Which like every 2 seconds they're hitting you with the paper thing. I don't think there's much else to say about the visuals of it. Runs pretty well. I mean, I say that like it's a problem. Obviously the game is 30 instead of 60 like the original game. Not that really matters here. Like even if I did play the original game, I also don't believe that would even matter. There was one time the game dropped frames. It was when there was a bunch of shit happening on screen at the same time, and it did drop frames, and I was like, whoa! But that was like the only time that I've ever noticed it drop frames at all. So, right, I think I want to just stick with like 4. Gameplay. So we've been through a couple Mario RPGs now. We played Brothership, then we played Super Mario RPG. Guys, I think I like this one the most in terms of gameplay. I like that the party members all kind of have their own sort of attack gimmick, if that makes sense. Like the buttons you have to press, or like the things you would have to do for their attack, is all unique. The only Paper Mario I played was Sticker Star. It was awful. My condolences. This one's good. You should play this one. But yeah, the attacks being like super unique to like characters, or like even different moves. So like, I mean, Mario, when you do the Ultra Hammer, it charges up way more than like a normal hammer, and the timings are different and stuff. I find that fun. I actually have a lot of fun with the gameplay. The Super Guard is like, I feel like that shit's like a top 5 mechanic in a Nintendo game. The amount of times that I would just get blown away or hit by something that I probably could have just, you know, basic guarded and, you know, taking less damage, but I know that the Super Guard is there, and I need to do the Super Guard because I can take no damage and hit them back. That is like super fun. The stylish moves as well. So the Super Guard and the stylish moves are two things that aren't even in the original game. The stylish move adds so much because of the crowd mechanic. Because your star power is tied to the crowds, you can do the normal action, and then you can do extra actions to get more points. So it rewards you for being better at the game. Like that shit, like that's so fun. And it makes you want to go for them. Like I always was like, okay, every time I got a new partner, I was like, okay, I gotta figure out where their stylish moves are so I can get more points. Overworld puzzles with the partners are pretty cool. They're like neat. I got filtered by a couple of them, but I'm stupid. So like, do I count? I like the paper power-ups, right? From the chests that give you curses or whatever. Those are pretty cool. I know I was filtered on the on the flying one for a long time. I mean, that's neither here or there. We can slide into the story here. Oh, so what am I gonna get the gameplay? I had like no negatives to say about that shit, bro. This shit just a 5? Is this shit just a 5? Is it glazing session? There's like the backtracking that kind of blows, but it's not that bad in the remake. Like in the remake, the backtracking is okay, but the fact that I have to walk everywhere most of the time is like weird. But I didn't. To me, it was a non-issue, so I'm actually not even gonna factor that. We'll dude, that's a full 5 on gameplay. The story. Chat, a Mario game with nuance, right? Mario game with nuance. Never thought I'd see the day. I quite enjoyed the story. I guess the overarching story as well, but I really mean like the individual arcs that then make up the entire story. Timing hits in an RPG is a god tier mechanic. No auto battle or muscle memory. You have to pay attention to each fight. No, yeah. I mean, that's Nintendo. I mean, they came up with that. Definitely not even Nintendo. It was Square Enix on Super Mario RPG, right? They came up with that. I mean, because I think they feared that most Nintendo fans would not want to play an RPG, like it's just simple turn-based RPG. I guess I don't know. I don't actually know the reason, but I'm gonna assume that's the reason. Right? I do. Yeah, timed hits are like awesome. I was talking about the story. I love the individual arcs. My favorites are probably Glitzville and the Express, like the train. I don't know why those two are like they're kind of similar in the fact that they're like mystery. Like Glitzville, you're kind of like you're climbing the top, but you're kind of trying to figure out like, okay, what the hell's going on here? There's like missing candidates. There's like you're getting text messages from from random people. Like the guy is shady. What is his name? Grubba or whatever. You meet Yoshi there, which is nice. The Yoshi guy is funny. I like him. I like how he always calls Mario Gonzalez. Rockhawk is like a fun like character whenever he's on screen. And I like the Express. I like Twilight Town. I love the aesthetic of Twilight Town. I thought that place looked really cool. The Dupless thing was funny. It was like, you gotta figure out my name, and he takes like the letter away, so you can't put the letter in. That's pretty funny. I like that. What would be like the worst? Oh, chapter 7 is ass. oh yeah, because chapter 7 is like, okay, can you go find this bomb guy or Mr. White or whatever his name is? You gotta go around to all these places just for them to tell you that he's somewhere else, until you circle right back around to the snow village, and he's just in his house sleeping, and you gotta jump on him like 7 times, and then he wakes up. Like, I don't know, I'm not too sure what they were cooking with chapter 7, but it wasn't food. Chapter 2, I don't hate it. That's the Pikmin one, right? No, I don't hate that one either. I thought that one was pretty okay. Like the first chapter is a pretty nice introduction, I think, like with Hooktail and Koops. And like the second one's okay. But yeah, I like the Peach and Bowser sections. I mean, the Peach sections had less gameplay, but there's more like puzzles. I like the Bowser like replicating the Mario 1 sort of style, and you just kind of blaze through it with Bowser. That's like a fun little gimmick. And plus Bowser's a fun character in these RPGs just because he's so like silly and ridiculous. Okay, guys, let it slide one time. Okay, let it slide one time. In Brothership, Bowser's kind of like lame in Brothership. Like he actually is not like he normally is in RPGs in Brothership, which is weird. So it's good to see him just be, normal in this one, where he's just a funny guy. He's just a funny evil guy. But I mean, that goes to show. I mean, the way they do characters was pretty good. I mean, this is like a Mario game. It's a kid's game, right? It's like, even I like the way they actually wrote a lot of these characters. It is sad, especially for the main part party members that they don't like get to interact because there's only one party member up at the same time. But even then, I feel like in bigger cutscenes, we could have just had, you know, multiple party members be outside so they can talk about how they feel about the current situation. But instead, it's like you got a party member and they kind of get their arc and then they, you know, they just stay in the back. That is a common problem for RPGs though, so I'm not really too sure. NPCs are actually surprisingly memorable. It's just because the world that they built for this feels like alive and lived in. Like Rogueport, bro, you walk into Rogueport, right? 5 seconds in, you get robbed. Dude runs off. Like what? Like that shit is funny as hell, dude. There's just so much charm in it, and this is gonna like, I mean, for me, this is high praise, right? I didn't mind that I had to read dialogue at all, and here's why. The way that the dialogue is presented in this game is not just text on the screen. So like a character would say something, and it would like either like the text would be really big or really small, or like the example that came into my mind immediately in the train, the girl who serves the waiter girl with like the pink hair, the pink hair toad girl, she's all like, her words are, the way she talks, her words are always like wavy, and like that's just how she talks, and like you just remember that, and that is tied to her as a character. Or how like the chef in that area would, like, he's not good at English, so he would just say shit wrong. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. I wouldn't give it the full points though. It's still nothing crazy. It's just what it is perspective has ruined my life, right? You know, I'm playing, you know, these stupid Xenoblade games and these like, oh, like FF14 and all this nonsense, these you know, award-winning story games. I'm like, so, you know, I in my right mind, I cannot give it the 5. I can't. But I can give it the 4. I think that is a big boy W here. Overall, I mean, I really enjoyed this game. I mean, easily the best of the 3, the triple threat Mario RPGs we did. Brothership, Super Mario RPG, and now Thousand Year Door. I mean, Thousand Year Door is clearing without a doubt. I'm glad I did it in this order though. I think in this order was correct, because I mean, we can just order them real quick. Easily Brothership was the worst, Super Mario RPG is the middle, and then we have Thousand Year Door at the top. Imagine if I played this game and I had to go play Brothership. Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, this is it. Thousand Year Door. I mean, gamers, I mean, if you haven't played it, go play it. I mean, don't be me, bro. This game been out for 10 plus years. This is my first time playing it. Even though I love the original game, the original like Paper Mario, and I just never played this. I played Origami King, and I liked that game. I don't know. I didn't play the other Paper Mario games because they're not RPGs, and I'm not interested. Hopefully, this means that Paper Mario will be RPGs in the future. Hopefully. Looking forward to whatever the next Paper Mario game is. If it's not another RPG, I might cry.